Hey guys, this is another video. I know, keeping it very short, and if you're gonna ask why my voice sounds this way, it's because I've been through so much stuff, and I figured I haven't made a video in a while because of this situation, and I didn't have enough confidence to face it in front of the camera. Recently, I had a boyfriend, and it all started out with us having a conversation. Out of the blue, he says, "Hey, do you want to be boyfriend and girlfriend?" And I was lonely, so I said yes. And then we talked and got to know each other a bit more, and I know what you're gonna say is it's that you can't just make a relationship out of the blue and just call it good. I understand that, but the sad thing is that we were only boyfriend and girlfriend for about a week. And then all of a sudden he comes out of the blue and texts me, "Hey, can we just be friends?" And it's like, at my heart was like, okay, what is he doing? I'm like, okay, why? He says something about his mom not letting him do something or whatever. And then he proceeds to tell me that he has another girlfriend. At that moment, I fought with him over a text, and I wish I had the conversation, but I really didn't want to show anybody the conversations we had because it was personal things, and I don't want to talk about it in front of the camera. It's just a long story which I really don't want to share, and if I were to share, it'd be over an audio recording instead of me actually facing the camera. And now it's only 2 weeks until school starts, and I really don't want to go back to school. My school is not a school. It's a bully ground where they can just mess with you and just hurt you, and they don't care if they physically or emotionally break you, and I'm just, after my boyfriend situation, it really just, it hurt my heart, and I told my friends the situation, and I told them over Hangouts, because we have a Google Hangouts together, and they're like, I said, I hate every boy in this universe. And my friend David, which he's a guy, he's like, why? And he's like, my boyfriend broke up with me, what do you think happened? And I got a little snappy, and I apologized, and he understood, and afterwards I mentally broke down in front of my mom on the phone. I won't tell you the conversation we had, but I told her that I had depression, and I told her I wanted to die. And it wasn't just over my boyfriend situation, it was over my sister passing away from suicide. With the bullying and the harassment and people just getting mistreated, it felt like I was responsible half the things that I said, and I act like I put on this face every day until school ends, and I still do to around my family because I don't want them to worry about me. And I can't even act like myself in front of my own grandfather who does tree service, and it just hurts my heart. And sometimes I feel like my mother forgot the entire conversation we had, and she played songs, but it didn't really make the depression go away. It made it worse somehow, and I feel like sometimes I'm not worth the attention because all the time my sister gets recognized, she gets noticed, she gets compliments, and I feel like, what am I? Is no one talking about me? And it's not that I want attention, it's the fact that they keep on bragging about how good she is, how she helps, and we're in the moving and processing, and she's like the best helper ever, and it's like, where am I? And most sibling rivalries just end in a matter of weeks. Mine, it lasts for eternity. Because sometimes I feel like I'm not even worth my mother's attention, because when I was really little I thought she abandoned me, and she didn't. She just had problems with my youngest sibling, and I felt like I was abandoned, and I wondered why every night when I was little. Did my mom leave me? Did my mom not want me? What's wrong with me? You kept my siblings, but you didn't keep me. And to this day, I feel like that was a mistake to think, but sometimes I feel like it's true. Sometimes I feel like I'm not even worth her attention. And I know that isn't true, because my mom says she loves me, and she says she's trying to get the house that we're looking at. And sometimes I feel like I'm not worth any attention or affection. I asked for one thing for my birthday, a hoodie. It had cat ears on the hoodie, and it had my favorite band on it, and my mom's like, okay, I'll think about it. That's the only thing I ask for. I don't ask for much. I don't ask for her to give me all these things. I didn't expect to get a Harry Potter bag or 49ers gym bag. I wasn't expecting a new pair of glasses. I wasn't expecting new things. I wasn't expecting anything but less than hand-me-downs. I really hate how I feel. I am the second oldest between me and my other 4 siblings. And sometimes I feel like I'm the middle child. I don't do anything. Like, I'm the middle. I don't put anything together. If you think about it, 5 parts of a sandwich. There's the 2 buns, the lettuce, and the hamburger. And sometimes I feel like I'm not even part of it, because sometimes I feel like there's only 4 ingredients to my siblings, and sometimes I feel like they bond more than I do. They say they don't say it, but sometimes I feel like they say it in their minds. Oh, Alexia's a failure, or Alexia's just nothing more than just a lonely girl who wants to hide in her room all the time. And I didn't tell anybody that I felt that way. I felt like if I hide my tears, I hide my disappointment, if I hide my depression or my suicide thoughts, my toxic mind, and put on a fake smile and act all me, I'd get better. And I tried helping others, but didn't really help me. It also affected how the way I looked. Now I eat regularly, I eat healthy most of the time, but sometimes I feel like my own sister called me fat. And I took it very personal because she didn't know what I was going through. And she said, I'm just teasing because, you always call me skinny, blah, blah, blah. And sometimes I wish I had it. I wish I had her skinniness. I wish I didn't have my body. And sometimes I act like I want to be a guy, because guys can be tough. Guys can just do stuff without having to worry of being harassed and being judged the way he looks, because he's a guy. He can dress like anything he wants as long as it's not girl clothes. And it just sometimes I feel like, oh well, you're wearing something that's super short, or you're exposing too much skin, or your acne on your back is too bad, you need to cover it, or blah blah. And sometimes I feel like people say that to me, and sometimes I feel like I'm not the trouble, I'm not worth anything. And it makes me sad how I can't be me. I have to put on a fake smile just to act me, and sometimes I act rudely in the process, but I'm like, just leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you. That kind of attitude. Even at school, I tell my friends, just don't worry about it. I got it. I'm just really tired, and sometimes I tell them I am really tired. I've cried so many times, and people haven't noticed that I have. My teacher even brought up the fact that she's gone to too many funerals because there's so much bullying in the hallway, and I just started crying. And everybody just looked towards me. The girl's sister who passed away because of suicide and bullying. Even during the summer, I didn't have a great one. Yeah, sure, I laughed and smiled. But it's all for show because I can't act me. I wear black, and Sometimes I wear color just to make people happy and not worry. I watch videos to help me, guys. And sometimes I wish my demons didn't come. Sometimes I wish my demon thoughts could just vanish. This guy on YouTube, he made a video about how he had the same thing that I was sort of going through with depression and suicide and putting myself away. And I listened to that, and it helps me understand that I'm not alone. But sometimes in this world, in this modern world, I feel like I am all alone because I have no one to talk to or trust. And my mom's like, do you need to go to therapy or anything like that? Because I was talking to one of my grandfather's business partners about how I felt, and she's like, he says, you need to go to therapy, or you need to talk to somebody. And I'm like, no, I don't need to talk to somebody. And she's like, you need to. It's not good to bottle up your feelings. It's like, how can I trust somebody to open up and tell everyone all my secrets and tell all of them how I feel and expect them to not, oh, okay, you need professional help. You need to go to a mental facility. Even when I used to go to therapy, it didn't help at all. Even though I had someone to talk to, I felt like I didn't have anyone to talk to. My friends are like, yeah, I had depression, and I know how it feels. And they're like, no, you don't know how it feels. You only act this way so you can get attention. And they do that. And it's like, you don't understand what depression is when you actually see it. There isn't a word in this world that can describe depression as a simple term of sadness. That's not how it works. You have depression, you feel like you're wanting to die, you feel like you just want to end yourself because you feel like there's no one in this world who can understand it or understand what you're going through. And that's the mindset I have. And sometimes I still do have those thoughts, like, why can't I just end it today? But then I realize and wake up reality that I can't leave. And sometimes I feel like my life is just a walk through hell because all it's been nothing but mistakes. Amongst my siblings, I'm going to tell you a little history. My older sister, her dad didn't want her. My dad didn't want my brothers. And if my mom's blood clot that she had that was near her lung and near my sister's head, my mom and her could have died. I would be the only one left if anything happened that way. Sometimes I hate my name because when you get called thousands of times to come out of your room or to come here, or, oh, Alexia, can you go do this, or Alexia, can you go do that, or Alexia, can you do this for me, blah, 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 blah. And it irritates me because I have to do so many things and they tell me, oh, you can just be a kid. I'm trying to be a kid. But I'm pushed to my maximum limit, and you treat me like I'm an adult. You treat me like I'm just this personal helper that can just help you out all the time. And at school, I feel like people think, oh, she's just a sweet, always laughing, always smiling kind of girl. And that's why I changed the way I act around other people at school. I act tough. I act like, okay, you piss me off or you make me mad, you're not gonna like me. That's the kind of attitude I have at school. And yeah, I'll be kind to other people when they need me. But even then, people take my kindness to advantage and they harass me about it. This guy harasses me to the maximum point. Not physically, but he does it sometimes. He came up behind me and he poked me in the hips. I don't know about you, but that is harassment in my book. He also keeps on saying, will you date me? Will you date me? He's not done that once. He's not done that twice. But he's doing a fourth. I don't know about you, but this feels like harassment to me. No matter how hard I try, no matter how hard I tell him, I hate you, I don't like you, he just won't go away. But I feel like this could help me sometimes. Talking to myself on a video or audio recording, it helps relieve things than writing it down. Because then writing it down, it could be evidence and someone could see it. And when it's audio or video, it could get deleted and it could never be found ever again. And sometimes I feel like a video can just be taken down, just not there anymore. I know I'm not a YouTuber to have like fun or play games because I don't have any of the equipment. I am only just a minor. I won't say my age because I really don't want people to follow me or anything like that. I already have a stalker, I don't need another one. But my room is my only sanctuary. It's the only place where I can release my pain and my tears. And sometimes I feel like if my boyfriend didn't leave me, would I still be crying like this? Or would I still be crying alone? And he was all the way in Kentucky too, so he couldn't be there by my side. And at first I thought it was like, okay, an experiment, a social experiment. Does this guy like a creep or is he a nice person? He was kind of a creep and a kind of person as well. I know that doesn't sound right, but the way it was, and it just sounded like, okay. I said this video was going to be short, but turns out it's not. I get carried away when it comes to my stories and telling you what's up. And right now, I'm in the process of healing. Sorry. And I just went to a family gathering today, so it was interesting seeing new people that I haven't met before. I know family gatherings are supposed to be meeting your family, but it was my grandma's side of the family, and I've never met anybody. I found out I have a lot more cousins than I think. Granted, some of them were jerks, but I really didn't care because my family isn't normal at all. But that's basically the gist of what's been going on, guys. That's why I haven't been posting. And just know that I may or may not be around forever. Our lifeline on this earth deflects of how we're going to spend eternity. We either do something bad in our lifetime, we're not going to go to heaven. We're going to go to hell. And I really, really just want my life to be peaceful and not end in a bad bang. And I go somewhere where I didn't want to go. And I know sometimes my friend doesn't believe in God, but she needs to understand that God is what made the earth. How do you think existence started? Anyway, that's another video for me to make about my friends. But yeah, leave a like and comment down below if you have any other things you'd like to tell me, and I shall hopefully reach them or reply to them, and I'll say hello and say I hope you get better. I see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.